New poll from the Commonwealth Fund is a big whoops for the Republicans and a gigantic win for the Democrats. So they asked about Obamacare and how many people like their health plans, and here were the findings. Quote, overall, 73% of people who bought health plans and 87% of those who signed up for Medicaid said they were somewhat or very satisfied with their new health insurance. What happened, Republicans? You guys, there's going to be death panels and they're going to fuck your mother in the ass with a broomstick, and I held back. I could have gone worse. A lot of people who are new to the show are like, you already said fuck a mother in the ass with a broomstick. What are you holding back from? Believe me, I could have went worse, but I actually did hold back. So I don't understand, man. I thought there were death panels, and I thought there was all types of horrendous stuff going on, and pulling the plug on grandma, and government getting in between you and your doctor. What happened? Oh, that's right. It turns out the only time anybody's getting in between you and your doctor is Hobby Lobby, and the Republicans are for it. They like it when the business owners get in between a woman and her doctor or a woman and her health insurance company. But it turns out, when you ask people, hey, do you like Obamacare? A lot of dumbass Republicans are like, I hate it, man. That Obamacare is terrible. Worst president ever. Kenyan Muslim. Horrible. Manchurian candidate. Terrible. He might be gay, too. But when you just ask people a broader question, right? They go, oh, my health insurance? Oh, it's fantastic. They don't even realize. A lot of people don't even realize it's Obamacare. Why? Because it's still private insurance. So what is the majority of Obamacare? Well, it's called the exchange, the exchanges. It's where all these different health insurance companies are mandated by law, hey, you need to put up your price, right? And so it'll be like Humana, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Emblem, and just go down the list, all these different health plans. And it's like, you can shop and see the prices next to each other. And guess what happens when you do that? They're going to have to make their prices better. Why? Because the other guy's fucking price is listed right next to theirs. It's called competition. You're supposed to be in favor of it. It's a free market idea. It's the most free market capitalist reform you could do for a health insurance system. And then along with that, what happens? It used to be that in the private market, either you buy a health insurance plan or you don't, and that's the end of the conversation. And they were price prohibitive for people who own a business, for example, entrepreneurs, people like myself. I wouldn't have been able to afford it. I would have to pay $700 a month for shitty care, right? But then with Obamacare, they have the exchanges, and then on top of that, they'll have subsidies to help you pay for it. So all people see when they're getting Obamacare is, I just bought this health insurance policy. It cost me $300 a month, but I get a $150 subsidy from the government. I'm paying $150 today. Before Obamacare, it would have been $600. So people go, I love this. I love this thing. But they don't even know it's Obamacare. You see what I'm saying? And there was another poll about this that showed that when you ask people issue by issue, so provision by provision of Obamacare, because it's not just this monolithic thing. There's a whole bunch of different provisions of it. So you say to people, hey, do you like the idea that health insurance companies should spend at least 80% of the money they get on care and only 20% on paperwork and overhead and the rest of that stuff? People go, oh my God, I love that idea. That's fantastic. Like 85% of people love it. And then you ask other questions too. Hey, do you like the idea of giving people Medicaid that make this amount of money or less as opposed to this lower number? People go, oh, that's fantastic. I love that idea completely. When you go provision by provision for Obamacare, the American people, it's like the fucking best law ever. It's their favorite law ever. Every single provision is overwhelmingly popular, except the only one being not popular is the individual mandate, and that's the most Republican idea of all of the ideas in the plan. So again, when you actually get to the substance of it, do you like your plan or not? People go, oh yeah, no, I like it. Well, hey asshole, that's Obamacare. Oh, whoops. Now, there's some more information in the poll here. Quote, 74% of newly insured Republicans liked their plans. This is Republicans. Newly insured, okay? Even 77% of people who had insurance before, including members of the much-publicized group whose plans got canceled last year, were happy with their new coverage. Now, why is that? Why is it that the people who had their plans canceled and they were bitching before, now all of a sudden they like their new health care? Well, maybe it's because they got better plans for a lower cost. I was one of the only people in the media screaming that Obama's lie of the year was bullshit. It wasn't the lie of the year. Why? Because what he did was he originally said, if you like your plan, you can keep it. When what he should have said is, if you like your plan, you can keep it unless it's the shittiest plan ever and they charge you a shitload of money without giving you anything. In that case, you'll get a better plan and it will cost less money. That's what the truth was. But the media hyped it and they acted like, oh, he lied though, he lied. That's like, somebody lying and saying, well, I'm going to give you $50. And then they end up giving you $300. And then you flip out, you gave me $300, not $50. You lied. Yeah, but what is that leaving out? I don't know. Maybe the fact that it's better now. So it actually was a lie that was for the better. It worked out better. It's amazing that people disregard context. And now when it really gets down to it, they have to admit, yeah, I kind of love it. I like the fact that my old plan got canceled. Now, the study also found that the percentage of uninsured had dropped from 20% to 15%. That's a major win, although that 15% is still way too high, and we have to get that down to 0 like every other modern nation. And 58% with new insurance said they were better off now than they were before. If I'm the Democrats, man, I do not shut up about this. I don't. I call press conferences. I'll call 7 press conferences. I'll do the media circuit. I'd go all over MSNBC if I was the Democrats. I'd go over any place that will have you. And I'll just say, victory, victory, victory. I need an apology from the Republicans. I need them to apologize because it turns out they like Obamacare and they know it's a good thing. Not me speaking. It's the poll speaking. It's objective. They're saying it themselves. I didn't say it. They're saying it. We want the Republicans to come out and apologize for saying, oh my God, there's going to be death panels. Oh my God, all these problems are happening with it. No, it worked out for the better, and it's a fact it worked out for a better. And I also wouldn't shut up about other facts and effects of the bill. So, for example, $3.2 billion has been saved on prescription drugs that used to be in the Medicare donut hole. $3.2 billion in the pockets of the American people now because of Obamacare. They should be thanking President Obama. They should be thanking the Democrats. 20.4 million women gained access to preventative services, including cervical cancer screenings. You should be thanking him. If I was the Democrats, I would say this over and over and over. 3.1 million young adults are now covered under their parents' plans. You're welcome. 67,482 people had pre-existing conditions and were screwed. They couldn't get coverage. Now they're getting coverage. You're welcome. And finally, 105 million Americans no longer have a lifetime cap that kicks them off of their insurance when they need it most. I would drill these facts into the heads of the American people, and then when election time comes around, I would say, are you going to vote for me, the person who did all of these things and was on the right side of history and saved lives and saved billions of dollars? You want to talk about fiscal conservatism? Right here, right? Are you going to vote for me, or are you going to vote for the guy who said that they're going to pull the plug on your grandma and lied and lied and lied and lied and lied? And then what would happen? The American people would have to vote for the Democrats, and they would pummel the Republicans into oblivion. But I won't hold my breath for the Democrats to do the right electoral strategy because they hardly ever do.